The Canes will put total leather and will get started.
Kick it away.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return.
Ready. 29 Philly.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right? On defense, early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Moore to the air. The quick out. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Canes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Lasso! Lasso!
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Shelton. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, TCU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Number 87.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Runs through the tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. He turns that loose down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's shot. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Busts through behind his pads. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Canes have their offense in high gear.
Tanner! Down! Set!
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
221 wing! 221 wing!
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Number 1 with the catch and score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown.
That makes the score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Shelton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Okay.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Pilot. Moose. Dino.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Set. Gorilla. Gorilla. Gorilla.
Trying to surge it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Third and goal.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Touchdown. TCU.
Extra point here will tie the game.
26.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Number 34, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. More to the air. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He fires to the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Second down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Fourth down.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Miami!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
bringing it out. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Gray. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Form.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. The extra point here would tie the game.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback here.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Set, ready.
Looking for space, it's Lyle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Set hut.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Military stunt.
Power football with the run.
Running back with the carry. Picks up 1.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Guard. Set.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
Base 27 jump. Ready.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Peterson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Miami.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him in the open. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Number 26.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1.
27.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
It don't even matter, baby. It don't matter. It's okay.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Charcoal, hey, fire!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They'll give it to him again. He's in open space downfield. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
2nd down coming up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He's got him. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 1.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it. There he goes. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw for it. He lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
Ready, ready.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
TCU 30.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense.
Green 25.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Picks up 4. Third down coming.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Third down play from the gun. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
On the play.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Carry. Picks up 1. Third down coming.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Payne. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They're throwing for it on 4th down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Shelton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in.
Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Bulldozes his way through. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
Flag.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Six propane. Trick 9 beat. Hold on.
Working that left side now. Touchdown Hurricanes! And the route is on.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Take over, 1st and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
Tackle is made.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
On the
Bunch
set.
formation for these receivers.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The pitch to the left. Finding an escape route. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Brings up.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Got room to work.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Wants to adjust the pattern. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Payne. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A lot of room to the right. 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
In the end zone.
Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set, ready. Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got the first down and more. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Second down coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Works the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Rides to back and leaves it. Sweet cut there. Breaks the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Oh, baby.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.